In this video, we're going to use the repeat element and create some amazing content, and we're going to apply to our website and create some custom stuff. Hi, my name is Stratos, and we're building a website using the Oxygen website builder. So we're going to use the repeat element, and I wanted to do a specific video and only use the repeater element just for this video, because I think it's a very important thing to know. It's a very nice thing to have, and if you haven't, go ahead and buy the ACF Pro, because from the beginning of 2020 they will change the price. So let's go here now to the Pro, and we will see that at this point the cost is about 100 Australian dollars, so it's about $69.70 US. From the beginning of 2020, let's go and see the blog and this article. They say that they will get a price for $250 a year, so there's a major difference. If you buy it now, it will be one-time fee forever, unlimited websites and unlimited time, but then you will have to pay $250 every year. So let's go to our website, and the repeater element can be used in many cases. If you want to create an FAQ page, you can create the page using the repeater element, create the template, and then say to the client, go ahead and put the answers and the questions, and it will get everything in the front end by itself. So the client can go ahead and fill on the information, can change the rows and how they appear in the front end, can delete or add any rows that he wants, and he can add the content and not you. So this is for me very important. You can hand over to your client, and the client can go ahead and add content like he would in any post. It is very simple, and you can show him how he can do it, and he can do it by yourself and not bother you for this kind of stuff. So you can use it also in, I don't know, a template for ads, for sponsors, for there are a million examples that I can give. In this video, we're going to create a page. We're going for an example that we have a volunteer organization, and there are some volunteers, and we want to create a page that we say that these volunteers are helping us right now. So let's go to our pages, all pages, and we're going to start by adding a new page, and we're going to name it volunteer. Volunteers. Okay, let's publish that. And then we're going to the custom fields. We're going to add a new, and we're going to name it also volunteers. And then we're going to set that the page is equal to volunteers. Okay, we're going to publish that, and then we're going to add a field, and the field is volunteers info, and this is a repeater field, so you cannot select a repeater unless you have the Pro version of the ACF. Okay, let's go and add a field. This is the first field inside the repeater, which will be the volunteer name. It will be a text, and it will be required. Okay, let's go and add another field, which will be volunteer image. Okay, this will be an image. I will select image URL and medium, and let's go and add another field. This will be volunteer job title. This also is a text. Let's go and add another field, volunteer started date. This will be a date picker. Okay, this is how it will look in the back end. This will be in the front end. So let's go for this in the front end, and let's leave it as it is in the back end. Okay, and add another field, and this will be volunteer bio or something, I don't know. And this will be what you see is what you get editor. Okay, and I will leave for visual and text because I want the client can be able to bold or do some stuff with his text. And okay, for that, let's go now and select here that we want the layout to be in rows, so it will be one under the other. I will not have a conditional logic or something like that. And in position, let's go for higher. So all of those fields will be after the title and toggle everything else. Let's go and publish that. And now we're going to go to our page, reloaded, and we see that we will have here some fields to add. Okay, so now we have volunteers and volunteer info. So let's go and add two. Let's go for a John and add an image. Let's go for this guy. Okay, he's an SEO or something. Volunteer start date, it was some months ago. Okay, and let's go for a text. Okay, and let's publish that. Update, and now we have one row for volunteers. I will make another one, and then I'm going to create the template. So let's go and add another row. The volunteer name will be Ellen. Add an image. Okay, this is Helen. She's accountant. I don't know, accountant assistant, accountant. Okay, and the starting date was 2018. And for the bio, let's go for this. Okay, and let's go and update it. And now I can go ahead and edit the page with the Oxygen Page Builder. So let's go to the Oxygen Page Builder. I will open it in a new tab. And let's go and visit also the page. You will see that it is blank because the WordPress does not know how to show the content of an ACF in the front end. So yes, we can add everything that we have in the back end, but WordPress doesn't know how to show it in the front end. And this is what we are going to do with the Oxygen. Let's go and add a section here. And I'm going to build it as like a post, like an archive post, because I don't want a single post for every volunteer. I want a page with everyone inside there. So let's go for columns. Let's go for 60/40, so the image will be on the right. And let's go to the structure just to see what we have here. So I forgot to put the repeater element, so let's go ahead and delete the columns. Okay, and in the section we're going to add the repeater element. Inside the repeater element we're going to add columns. So inside here we're going to go and add columns and 60/40. Okay, now we're good. So let's go again to the repeater, and here we're going to query, and we're going to select use ACF repeater and volunteers info. Once I hit apply query, you will see that I will get one line more, one extra line, 2 lines, because for this, in this time we have only 2 volunteers, so it knows and it grabs 2 lines. So let's go and add, first let's go and select which div we want. Here we want to add a heading, and the heading will be the title. So triple click it, insert data, and now we're going to repeater field, and here we're going to select volunteer name, insert, and let's go and put a font size of 30. Okay, I will click outside and we have John. After that, we're going to add another text, which will be his job title. Insert data, repeater field, and job title. Insert, and I want this to be 20, and text color, let's go for a blue. Okay, click outside, and we have SEO. After that, we're going to add another text that it will say helping us since, and then we're going to insert the date, repeater field, and we're going to select the date, insert, click outside. Okay, I will make those two text elements to be in the same rows, so let's go here and we're going to open this. This is the text of the SEO. Let's wrap it in a div. Okay, and let's put also this text inside the div, and the div will be show the elements horizontally. Okay, I need to put this in the middle, and I need to put some padding, some margin after the SEO. So let's click here, advanced sizing and spacing, and let's go for a 10 margin. Okay, now after that we're going to add another text, and this will be the volunteer bio. Okay, triple click it and insert data, repeater field, and volunteer bio. Okay, insert. Very nice. I think it's a little bit more text that I would like here, but it's okay. And let's go and add an image, which will be data, repeater field, and here we will have the volunteer image. Now, of course, you know from previous videos that I want also the alternative text to have something, so let's go for the repeater element and volunteer name. Okay, insert, and let's go and put that in the center. Okay, let's go ahead and save it, and let's see it in the front end how it looks right now. Okay, it's not so bad. Let's go and put, let's delete that, close that, and let's go and put some margin. Let's go inside the div, the first div of the repeater element, and let's go to the sizing and spacing, and let's put a 20 margin everywhere. Okay, and now we're going for a box shadow effect, box shadow of black with 30 opacity, and here 0, 0, and 5. Okay, let's go and save it and see how it looks right now. Okay, it's a little better. Maybe I should remove a little bit of opacity from the shadow. Let's go for a 20. I think it's a little better. Okay, and I think the text is too much for what I would like to have, and the image is not something that I want like this. Maybe I should go ahead and put it as a background of this div, but I know that I would lose some content of the image if it's a background. So let's go and style this a little bit. So let's go and let's go for a 50-50 and see how it looks. So let's go here and put here 50, and no, let's go for 70. Maybe it's a little bit better. Okay, 70. Let's go and refresh that. Okay, and let's go in the image, and here I'm going to put no, I'm not going to style it anymore. You know how to do it. It's not this video for styling these elements. It's just to show how the repeater works. So now my client can go ahead and go into the page, into the backend. Of course, I will remove the oxygen from here. You can do it with two ways. First, you can remove it from the page, from this page, and the second is if you give him some other if he's not an administrator, he will not see the oxygen right here. So if I go to settings, I can go and see that the post type manager here, and I can hide the oxygen meta box from specific types. So if I go and hide it from the page, it will be removed from all the pages. But if I go and hide it from the role manager, I can select that the editor, author, or contributor has no access, so he will not see the oxygen there. So let's go now and see how he would add some rows. Let's go and close those rows. Okay, and let's go and update and refresh first. Okay, and I haven't selected that I can close the rows. So let's go to the ACF, custom fields and field groups. And let's go for volunteers. Okay, and now let's go inside the repeater element. Okay, and collapsed, I want to be collapsed and show the volunteer name. Okay, update. And this is something that you want to do in the repeater element because you don't want to have too many information and the client should have to scroll to see everything. So here I can collapse everything and I can see only the name, John and Helen. And I know which is which from here, so I can rearrange them and I can put the Helen first and then John. So my client will come and add a new row and he will say that here is Jim with this image. Okay, this is Jim, and Jim is a digital expert. Okay, he started 2 days ago, and some information about Jim. Okay, after that he can add another row and say that this is Christina, which is this girl, and job title is supervisor, and she started yesterday, and this is her info. Okay, he can go ahead and update that, and then if you go to the front end, and here is the front end, and refresh the page, he will see that he now has nothing. Okay, so this is a bug that I have found from the 3.1 version. I think this is the bug that in some cases I can see that I add more fields and then when I refresh the page I will not get the front end that I would like to have. So let's go and refresh the back end and see how it looks right now. No, let's go and save it first. Okay, and let's go and refresh again. Okay, so we have now the page. So let's go and see if it will happen again, and if it will, I will contact the Oxygen team to have it fixed. So let's go and update that, and let's go and refresh the page here. Okay, as you can see, it doesn't stay this template doesn't stay every time as it should be. Let's go and edit once again with the Oxygen and see if it will remain. And I have lost everything, as I have seen. Okay, I will create it once more time, a little bit faster, because I want to style it in other images as well, in other screens as well. But for some reason, as you saw, it was not saved. So repeater query will be the ACF, apply, and I'm using the latest ACF Pro and the latest Oxygen 3.1 at this time. Okay, columns, the columns will be 60/40, the heading will be here. Font size 30. And this is the job title. No, this is the volunteer name. This is an image, which will be the volunteer image. Okay, underneath that we're going to have the text with the repeater field and volunteer job title, which will be blue and 30, 20. After that we're going to have a text. This will be the date. So volunteer job started date, insert, and before that we're going to have helping us since. Okay, and after that we're going to add another text. Triple click it, insert data, repeater element, and volunteer bio. And then we want this text to be wrapped in a div, and this text also. And now this should have a margin of 10, and now the div should have stack horizontally and place it in the middle. So let's go and save that. Let's see it in the front end. Okay, and now we're going once again to go to these screens, the other screens, so see what we have. Let's go and put this center middle. Okay, and let's go and see the container below 1200, and I think it's okay. Let's go to the next one, less than 992. Okay, it's still okay. Let's go not to the ad, let's go and see how it looks. 768, and now I want maybe this to be a little less in space. Let's go for 17, and let's go here for 15. Okay, and this should be also a 16. Okay, and let's go to the last one, and maybe I don't want any margins and any paddings here, so sizing, padding, let's go for 0, so I have a little more breathing space. And let's go to the div, and let's go in advanced and sizing and spacing and give a little bit of padding here, 5. Okay. So this was the video with the repeater element. If you know how to use it, you can do amazing stuff. And of course, I would hope that they will fix soon the bug and you can continue building amazing stuff with the repeater element. So thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to subscribe in my channel for more upcoming videos like that. and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.